What's up, guys? It's KB. Make sure you subscribe to the Underground Sports Philadelphia YouTube channel. Click the bell icon down below so you don't miss a single video from us. And thanks for tuning in to another video from Underground Sports Philadelphia. Now let's get into it.
Philadelphia, baby, you're gonna love it. Best sports fans in the world. Actually, the worst, but that's what makes them the best.
Well, I did ask. It's not recording, but I have the threads for mailbag, and then I asked on Instagram too, and a lot of people gave me predictions. So.
Oh, nice! You'll love to see that. You'll love to see it.
Sorry, you're hearing the show behind the show.
the experience behind the show, giving you guys a little preview. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome
everyone.
to the 99th episode of Underground Circuit. It's a weird thing to say,
Yes.
Very odd thing to say, but thank you for joining us. We are almost at 100 episodes, which is wild, and we can officially say we'll start the episode off on a high note. It's race week.
It is race week.
It is F1 race week, which
Thank
I knew
God.
would happen. We talked about it, that the offseason was going to fly by, and it really did. At times, it definitely felt slower, but it really flew by.
I also think last year went faster because we had your wedding in the off season,
True,
so it helped.
yeah.
And then you were away on the honeymoon, so it helped make it go by quicker. But this year, the car launches, the F-175 being much closer to testing, Drive to Survive just coming out last week. It was, it definitely felt long, but at the same time, I feel like Abu Dhabi was just 2 weeks ago. So
It really flew by. With everything happening and all the excitement with it. But it is officially race week. We are in Australia this weekend. We're starting off with a new race this year. Instead of Bahrain is what I'm saying.
Well, Australia's back to being the opener.
Right.
Because it used to be. Someone posted the last time Australia was the first race of the season was the year Charles Leclerc got his Grand Slam. No, not Grand Slam. Sorry. Was his first race as Ferrari in 2019.
Oh,
that was the
very
last
nice.
time. Yeah. You want to know what also is today? Randomly, the 5-year anniversary of when the world shut down because of COVID. When it became a global pandemic and everyone had to start working from home the next day. That was today.
Was that today?
Yes. Because there's
That's funny.
the clips. I saw the clip from the NBA games from that night because the later ones didn't start. They were warming up or getting ready to start and they're actually no.
Everyone needs to go home right now.
Yeah. That just seems 5 years ago. It does not seem like that was 5 years ago, but
that's crazy that it's been 5 years since that happened. But well, if you are interested in following along with our thoughts to Australia and this weekend and more random thoughts like the COVID thought that we just had, and live posting, make sure to go follow us on our Instagram and threads, which I now just realized is incorrect at the bottom of this banner.
Oh, do I have the old one?
Yeah, so it's not underground_circuit. It is underground circuit _ at the end there. So that's Instagram and threads. That's still wrong.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Underground_circuit is not correct.
That's TikTok.
Oh, that was TikTok.
Oh wait, why does it say no? Why does it say that?
That's what I'm saying.
Forever.
That's what I'm saying. So Instagram and threads is underground circuit _ Twitter/X, whatever you want to refer to it as, is UG Circuit Pod. There's no underscores in that one. Nice and easy. And then our TikTok, as it comes scrolling on the bottom, thank you for that, is underground_circuit. Spelled exactly how the show is spelled. We made it super easy for you guys to find it because we know we're missing those vowels and everything. So please go make sure to follow us. Like I said, we live post during the races. We're always covering news that's breaking and everything. And we're also just interacting with a really great community, specifically on our threads. F1 threads is a blast. Definitely picking back up on its pace, too, because the season's rolling around, which is just fun.
Truly.
It's great to see. And then hopefully by the time this episode is published, it'll be good to go. It'll be ready for you guys. No, I'm sorry. It is ready now. Hopefully it's not closed by the time this episode is published. if you are interested in joining our F1 Fantasy League, make sure
so what are you talking about?
do so. Go to F1.com, go to the fantasy section. You'll need to make a team before you can join any leagues, which is weird to me. It's a backwards way to do it, but it's fine. Our link to join is in our post. We'll be posting it from now, which is Tuesday, till Friday when the teams close. So
I think anyone can join at any time because you can like join halfway through the season.
Can you join halfway through the season?
I know you can leave I know there's
halfway through the season.
You can, and I know rules change. There's a lot of different rules that have changed. I need to go watch Adam and Terry's
I gotta
on the changes. Too. But yeah, it is also, I think it might be easier where like I can get it, but I'll post it tomorrow with it to join. When you hit join the league, you can put that code in instead of clicking through the link.
Yes.
I saw a lot of people saying it was like probably because so many people were joining. But if you hit the link and then it makes you join right away. So
yeah. But yes, go join right now. As of this recording, we have 45 teams in there. Last year, I believe our number was 100.
You got to 100.
Yeah. 110 teams at the end. So we're hoping to break that, set a new record, get more people involved too. We definitely did that last year as like a first time thing. Like we should just do this. And this year we want to make it. Yeah, we want to make it a little bit more active, a little bit more, constant throughout the year and everything, part of the show. So we got some good ideas with it. We got some really fun ideas with it too.
I'll say maybe some prizes.
Yeah, maybe some prizes. We still iron some details out, but maybe some prizes. But getting into the meat of the episode now, as we just did our 5-minute intro. We have a great episode today. We got some great news. We got great news today. Maybe about an hour before we recorded.
Like 2 hours ago.
Yeah. Got some great news, so we'll cover that. We'll talk a little bit Drive to Survive. Casey is done it.
I know you're not, but
only through one episode. I made the slight mistake of watching it with my wife. So that's now dictated. It's now one of those shows that it's like I have to watch with her. So yeah we'll see. And then we were going to hit you guys with some 2025 predictions. We're going to hit a lot of 2025 predictions. It's going to be
not just stuff world
drivers. It's going to be World Constructors Champs, World Drivers Champs, Rookie of the Year, first rookie to hit a podium, and then Most Improved Team and Driver. And then after that, we're doing our Australia predictions. So
and then Fun Threads mailbag will be, I asked everyone on Threads and Instagram predictions they might have had. Instagram, there's some good ones on Instagram. So
some good ones.
But yes.
But jumping right into it. Meme of the week. Let's hit it.
Do you want me to go first? Do you want to go first?
I'll go first because mine's a little bit easier to explain.
Okay, mine's a video. Okay.
Mime. Sorry, I'm making our timestamp too. So with the season starting and with Drive to Survive premiering, obviously the Will Buxton memes are in circulation again, and this one is just it's race week, which means this week we race.
We race.
So if you guys don't know, the joke in the Formula One community is that the Drive to Survive commentary is
not even. It was his commentary.
His commentary is very over explained for very simple statements.
Yeah.
And I find it hilarious all the time. But did you ever see the interview of why it kind of
why he does it?
Where it was he thought that he was going to be asking the questions when he went in for this interview, and then he said they sit you down. He said, you're not in this black room. You're in a hotel room, and they have the black sheets behind you, which is what you see. And then they shine the light in your face. And he's they start asking me the questions. He's like, all of my season 1 answers are straight up, I am so confused about what's happening here.
He's repeating the questions so he can formulate his thoughts. Yeah.
Yeah, he was very confused. But nevertheless, it's funny. That was my meme of the week because now they're all over the place, which is great. I saw another one.
Well, we have to keep him. We have to keep his spirit alive somehow when he's in the over.
So this one says
he'll come back when, for Miami and stuff and other races at the end of the season, when James comes. But
sure, yeah. This one says, Will Buxton in the distant future. Each F1 team has 2 drivers. That means Cadillac will have to sign 2 drivers.
No, but that is something he would say.
Yeah. But that was my meme. Nice and easy.
All right, my meme is a video. I'll play it in a second. So there was a video released today by F1. I think it was like 6 minutes, 7 minutes. It was basically a roundtable with the rookies. And I mean, Jack Doohan, Ollie, Kimmy,
you got
Isaac,
6 rookies to do a roundtable with.
Gabriel Bortoleto. Yeah, well, they're not counting Liam as a rookie when he is, I feel like, should be in that group.
Yeah.
But clearly not. So yeah, it was that group of rookies, and it was great because, like, obviously, I've seen stuff with Ollie before. I've seen a few things with Kimmy, but like, I don't think I've ever actually heard Isaac and Gabriel Bortoleto like talk and give responses. So it was nice to hear from them. What?
I'm just thinking. I don't think I have either. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like I never realized how thick Isaac Hadjar's French accent is. Like, it's very thick.
Right.
And obviously Jack. We've seen a bunch of stuff with Jack. So, but yes, they did ask him a bunch of questions like, what was your, like, what does it mean getting moved up to F1? Do you have any highlights or any drivers that you look up to? And then she did like quick fire questions. But also by the end, there's this one shot, and Jack Doohan looks like is sitting next to Laura Winters because she's the one doing the interview, and he looks like he's looking to go look at the questions on her card, and she's like, no. Slaps his hand away.
Little wrist slap real fast. Yeah.
And then
that's good.
They just like are. I mean, they've literally grown up together through F3, F2. A lot of them karted together. So it is so funny. At one point, they're just yapping, and she's like, "All right, guys, can you listen?" She's like, "Why did I decide to do this?" So
everybody, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. And one of the quick fire questions, well, it was funny. One of the quick fire questions is like, who's gonna score points first, or who's gonna get a podium first? And they're all like, I mean, Kimmy, he's gonna have the car to do it.
He's gonna. Yeah.
They're like, I hope for his sake he does. But then another one says, "What's the rookie?" Or her question is out. I do have her where she says it, but it's like, who's the rookie you're gonna have the best head-to-head battle with? And this is what they say. Hold on.
Oh God.
Can you hear it?
I cannot.
Can't hear it? Okay. Well, the video.
I know what he says.
Yeah, the video's kind of like doesn't really work, but they start saying like Ollie's like Kimmy, and Kimmy flat out dead serious like Alonso, and then the rest of them are like, oh yeah, Alonso, and she's like, no, I mean a rookie, and Kimmy's like, yeah, Alonso. So that goes to show that these kids might be, because I'm calling them kids, these kids might be chronically online.
Yo, 100% they are. I think they're younger than us. Pretty sure all of them are younger than us.
Jack's probably the one that's like the closest. He's 22.
Yeah, 22 years. That's disgusting. I like don't even want to talk Kimmy. Kimmy's 18, right?
Yeah, Kimmy just turned 18.
Yeah, that's disgusting. He was born in 2006.
Yeah. That was like Nikita that we interviewed was 16.
It's disgusting. It's just like, I don't even, like, what happened in 2006? What happened in 2006?
Can't tell you.
Didn't Cars come out in 2006?
No, I thought you said 2004 the other day.
This is, I really gotta know now. Movies that came out in 2006. Thank you, Google Autofill, for answering my question before you even looked.
Please enjoy this.
Superman Returns came out. The Da Vinci Code came out.
Damn.
Mission Impossible 3 came out. Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift came out. The original Night at the Museum came out.
Oh my God.
The Prestige came out. That's a great movie. Just watched that for the first time earlier this year. That's a great movie.
I thought you said Cars came out in 2004.
Flushed Away came out. Open Season came out. The Departed came
Oh
out?
no.
God, I
Cars
hate this.
premiered May 26, 2006.
2006. Oh my God. Aragon came out in 2006?
All right.
This is the worst.
You're making yourself feel old.
This is disgusting.
Tonight's Flyers game is TK's birthday and Claude Giroux.
You better score a goal.
Yeah.
All right, yes. Moving on. Out of our
news.
of the week into our weekly news. We're starting off with the big one?
Yeah, why not? Start off with
All right.
one. It's one that literally just happened. It's fresh in our mind. Not like we were gonna forget this one anyway. But
No.
It was literally announced about at 5 o'clock. It is now 6:50 in the evening that Oscar Piastri and McLaren have agreed to a multi-year contract extension. So they've locked him up. They have that driver duo locked in for
at least Oscar's there until at least 2028 is what I thought.
Yeah, and I think Lando's there until at least 2027. So that locks them both in through the regulation changes. Yeah, they're prepping. And they didn't even make Oscar. I mean, it would have been stupid if they let him go, I think, to begin with, because Red Bull would have been like, excuse me. Mercedes would have been like, excuse me.
The phone would have been ringing for Oscar.
Yeah,
a lot.
Oscar, and he would have gotten a pretty penny. But his contract was set to expire at the end of 2026. So they took care of that. It's done. It's over. He's staying with McLaren, which obviously, smart move.
Which honestly, like, good on them for locking it up even before his last year, you know?
Before this season technically even starts.
Right now he goes into his home race knowing he has a contract. And it's like brand new season coming off of a great year for McLaren. And is like, now I'm going in. I have a job until at least 2028. You know, like, this is awesome. You know, that's good on McLaren, good on Oscar. That's
with a team that I don't think is like disappearing or falling all the way down the ranks anytime soon.
No, I am worried about next year just because it's a regulation shift. I think every team with everybody, but it's just I don't think they're going anywhere anytime soon. So
I mean it is definitely huge. Obviously Zach Brown and Andre Sella had some nice words in McLaren's article about him. Zach specifically was like, obviously Oscar was such an important part of our championship win last year. We would not have been able to do without him and stuff. So, huge, great move. That's why I said it. And the thing is, I didn't see rumors about this until literally an hour before the news dropped.
I didn't even see the rumors. You had texted me saying there were rumors.
I saw like one or two.
And then he had posted the thing of like, today's going to be a good day.
Yeah.
And then an hour later, it was, there's a contract extension. Like,
he posted on Threads, like, today just feels like it's going to be a good day. And then he posted the same thing on like an Instagram story. But I literally saw one or two posts an hour before that. And then literally 2-3 hours later. So, I mean, I feel like last year, though, Lando's was pretty much under wraps until it happened as well. So, I mean, when you're doing it over almost a year in advance. But yeah. So that means silly season has officially started.
Does it? Do we count that as silly season because it's just an extension?
No, probably not. But, I mean...
Right, like, it doesn't...
F1 the other day posted the graphic already with how many seats are empty at the end of this year.
Oh, dude, they're already... Oh, my God.
Yeah, well, this goes into the next news because the other day it was announced that Cadillac was officially approved or formally approved as the 11th team for 2026. So, yeah, literally that news broke, and then like a few hours later they had that graphic they always have.
Which makes sense.
Which is the two new team, with the two blank faces there. So
I honestly wonder if Cadillac being approved and it's happening, I wonder if that put a little pep in McLaren's step for
I don't know. I don't know, because I don't know if Oscar would have, like, that's such an, I mean, it's not really experimental because it's Sauber or it's Steak, right? No, sorry. I was thinking
No,
of
State's
Audi for a
becoming
second.
Audi, and
Yeah, I don't.
yeah,
It's a little experimental, and I don't know if Oscar wants to take that step already. I mean, if he could go there and win with him, like Braun GP, he could win with, like, super quick, but I don't think, and I also think Cadillac has a lot of drivers in their sights already, so I don't think
could you
they.
imagine a Oscar Piastri, Colton Herta lineup?
Oh my God, yeah,
That's dangerous.
that
Is
would.
a dangerous lineup.
That's
You've got
very.
Colton, who's just got talent in general for motorsports, right? Never driven a
Oh
Formula One
yeah,
car before, but has talent in motorsports. And then you have Oscar, who is an extremely talented driver and has been a part of a World Constructors Championship team. And it's
yeah,
that'd be dangerous. That'd be really dangerous. But yes, Oscar's locked down. Cadillac coming in. I like it. It's going to be weird seeing 22 cars in
lined
the
up.
field,
Yeah,
on start at race day, but it's going to be interesting. I like make it like we've talked about this before. Anything that at least makes it interesting is
yeah.
like I'm in. I'm all for it. The
Well,
2 pit
and
stop mandatory thing for Monaco now.
Monaco.
I'm
Yeah,
in. Like, make it switch it up a bit, change up the sport, keep me engaged. Not that I wouldn't watch the season, like if
yeah,
nothing would
but
change,
changes.
but
These changes are hopefully to improve the racing, but also like to
right.
make it more entertaining. I was just gonna say something. Oh, someone when I posted this the other day when this got announced, someone said, "Does that mean, like, will the point system get rearranged?" But now I'm
It's
also thinking, well,
fair
does,
because
like, one extra person in the Q1 and Q2 make it or to the next round? Like, is it the top 11 or is it still top 10 in Q3? I feel like it's supposed to be top 10.
it's got to be like top 10. Yeah. Just makes
But
it
is it like
harder
6 and
now for
6
drivers to
in
it
Q1 and
probably would be 6 and
in
6.
yeah, in Q1 and Q2 to get eliminated.
Yeah, it
But yeah,
probably is going to be 6 and 6, and then I don't
clicked
know.
on
The
the
point
tab and the
system
video started
is
playing.
what's that?
I clicked on somewhere in the article, and there must be a video hidden there. I can't see it, and it just started playing
Oh,
here.
in terms of point system, that's tough because you now have more people scoring point. You have more people not scoring points than you do
Yeah,
people scoring points.
scoring points.
So it's like, do
I feel like
you
they can add like
do
one
11 and
more.
11? Right.
Yes. Yep.
Do you
Split
switch
it.
it up a little bit? Is like because first place is 25, second place is
18, I think.
18. 18. Do you make second place 20
Yeah,
now
18.
and then go from there? Like what? How do you do it? I feel
I
like
mean, it
the
would make
balance is
sense. It has to be 11 and 11. You would think that would make more sense. It's 10 and 10, so why can't it be 11 and 11?
right. If you want to make it as close to this season as possible, you would do 11-11. And then like you said, you
Yeah.
would also do 6 and 6 for qualifying sessions because it's logistically there's then really no difference in the
Yeah. No.
spacing of things and the pacing of qualifying. It's just hey, now it's a little bit tougher on the drivers because you have more people falling out of qualifying and you have 2 more people to run through.
Yeah.
Sorry about my chair, by the way. I think it broke in the move and it's really annoying me.
Why? What about your chair?
You didn't just hear that snap?
No.
Oh, thank God. Well, that's a relief. It's like anytime I lean back and then like lean forward, I think there's like 2 pieces of metal that are like stuck on it. So the one snaps down and it's this really loud, like, dunk, like really fast, and it's very
No, I
annoying.
didn't hear
But
it.
I'm getting a new chair. It's on its way. So
Yeah, I was
that'll
that.
be
I
good.
ordered one.
But yeah.
I want to say about the new team too, because obviously we haven't been fans for long, so and there hasn't been a new team like this.
Yeah.
in a however long. So I'm excited, like, for there to be, because it's not like Stake turning into Audi. Like, this was a whole new team.
Right. It's a brand new expansion. Yeah. It's
another American team. Better watch out, Haas.
You better, really. No, I'm the same way, like, thinking about it, because it's like, this is, similarly to, I just, like, butchered that word, to when Lewis signed with Ferrari. Like, we talked about, that was like, that's history being made in the moment.
Yeah, this is history.
And we're alive, we're here to see it, watch it happen. And now we get to say, as fans, that we were watching the season, we were watching Formula One when the 11th team was added. Whether the 11th team lasts 3 years and then it's done, or if this is like 10 years from now and new fans are coming in and their default is just, F1 has 11 teams. It's,
And it's an iconic car brand too, so.
It is an iconic car brand. I'm excited for their livery. I feel like, though, because, like, Cadillac is known for, like, the black Cadillac Escalade. Like, the luxury, that's, like, what all, like, politicians, CEOs are all driving in. So it's like, are they
the drivers sometimes go into tracks,
right.
I feel like.
Right. Like, it's known as the, like, chauffeur vehicle for, like, luxury people. So it's like, are they just going to do, like, an all-black livery just to, like, get that? Like, because Cadillac also doesn't really have, like, colors,
Also, but why do I feel like they have, like, a touch of gold sometimes in their logo?
They do. Their main logo has a little bit of a touch of gold. A black and gold livery would be sick. That'd be like the old Lotus liveries. Like, that would be
the Haas,
awesome.
that one year, that was, like, black and... Yeah, that would be sick. That'd be nice.
If you do that, that'd be great. Yeah. Or, like, a black... Well, if you do black and silver, then you're kind of Mercedes, but...
Yeah, you don't do that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, even if it was just clean all black, not carbon fiber, clean all black, that would be
nice. It is a clean, like, glossy black, that would look good. That would look really good.
Not carbon fiber, not straight carbon fiber. But yeah, Cadillac is coming. Cadillac's coming. We kind of talked about F1 Fantasy. We will, like we said, we're gonna add that into the show moving forward, different updates. And so
I have a bit about fantasy that I want to bring up for discussion.
Okay, hold on. I vow to actually pay attention to my teams throughout the season.
Very good. Set a weekly reminder or something like that.
Yeah, I know.
And then it's just on the weeks that it doesn't have a race, it's just,
I think us talking about it in the show, because, like, we record before the next race, I'll be like, I'll do it, like, now.
I logged on to F1 Fantasy today, and I was building my team, and there's something that I noticed that I think is utterly laughable, and I don't know what the hell is going on here.
Now I gotta look.
Lando Norris costs more than Max Verstappen.
Oh, no, they were slowly releasing how much they cost, like, yesterday and today, and when that came out, people were like, I'm sorry. I get it, but I don't. Max won the driver's champion himself. Literally
Max is a 4-time world championship.
Yeah, he's going to be more expensive.
Most likely going to be a 5-time world champion.
Yep.
And Lando Norris costs more than him. Look, I think Lando Norris is talented. I love Lando Norris. Everybody who listens to the show knows that Lando Norris is my favorite driver. But you have a 4-time confirmed world champion.
And after some of his performances last season, Brazil, come on. Like, what?
Right. And you have Lando Norris. He
won that championship on his own. He won that driver's championship on his own. That car sucked for him. Yeah, no, when I saw the price, I was like,
I don't know. Now, granted, there could be other things that go into this, right? It could be the fact that Red Bull didn't win the Constructors' Championship, brought the price down a little bit. There could be the fact that Max's teammate is now Liam Lawson, which may hurt the Constructors', standings and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely could be playing a part in it. But it's just like, I saw that this morning and I was like, what are we doing? What, like, who made this system? Because if this was a manual thing of like, well, I think Lando should be this much, and I think Max should be this much. Wrong. Absolutely wrong. Like,
I feel like it should go by the driver's standings. That's how much their price should go by.
Like, it should go by,
make it
X1 driver's chair?
Yeah.
Most expensive.
Yeah.
Like,
Lando Charles, yes, like second and third makes sense. I saw someone put on social media, they put Lando, Oscar, and then McLaren, and that's all they could literally not afford anything else. They're like, what am I supposed to do?
I was shocked at it.
Yeah.
I thought it was laughable. Again, I love Lando. I think he's a very talented driver. I'm not trying to piss off any Lando fans. But when you have the 4-time world championship driver versus the driver who just got his first win last year.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, that just, it feels illogical in my head.
Yeah. Who did you put on your team? Because I posted mine, but you didn't post yours.
Whoa, you want me to? I forget who I put on my team. I will tell you, but I forgot who I put on my team.
So mine for our league, because I joined Linus and Jesse's podcast league as well, so I have a team for them. And I named that one Lewis and the Rookies because it's all rookies and Fernando with Lewis. So I was like, I can't change the team.
I can tell you my team.
Okay, God, you know.
I have MaxVerstappen.
Okay.
And my ideal with this team for this weekend, consistency. I want to just get people who will score me points, right?
Well, and with an 80% chance of rain.
Right. Some of my picks now, I'm like, ooh, maybe I didn't pick right, but we'll see. I can still push it around before the weekend, yeah. So my lead driver is Max Verstappen with my 2 times point of chip on it. My second driver, Carlos Sainz.
Okay.
My third driver, Nico Hulkenberg.
Okay.
And then I have Isaac Hadjar and Oliver Behrman.
Okay.
Really, the only person who's kind of a wild card in that is Isaac.
Yeah, because you have no clue.
Right. Ollie at least has performed on the stage.
Yeah.
And has shown that he can perform. And then for my teams, I have McLaren and Kick Sauber.
Yeah. Okay. So. You know how you're talking about with Lando being so expensive? I honestly expected Ollie to be a little more expensive with his showings last year.
Yes. The fact that, is he the most expensive out of the rookies, though?
Good question. I don't know. I'm going to say, yeah, I feel like
what I would say. All right, so Kimmy,
he's 6.7. Oh, Kimmy, duh.
Kimmy's fucking 18.4?
Yeah.
Are we serious?
Also, this weekend is the 1 year since, it was the other day, the 1 year since Ollie made his debut in Ferrari in Jeddah.
Oh, that's right.
It was.
You want to hear something funny?
What?
Kimi Antonelli is rostered by 13% of the teams in the league.
That's
right?
not.
What do you think George Russell is?
Like 2.
He's 8%.
Yeah, I was like nothing.
That's wild.
I think a lot of people want George to fail this year. I hate to say it, but I think a lot of people want him to do bad.
Who's our lowest? The rookies have some pretty good pick rates. Ollie's got a 60% pick rate.
Because the rookies are good.
Isaac's got a 29. Gabriel Bortoletto is 22. Jack is 17. Liam's 9. Liam Austin's 9%.
I was
Charles and Lewis have a 20% pick rate. Both. Max has a 17% pick rate. Am I missing something here?
Wait, don't you hear my team?
Yeah.
So I have Charles, and he is the 2-time, whatever it is. I also have Yuki Tsunoda.
Okay.
Then I picked Ollie. I also have Nico, and then I still have room, so I went back and I have Carlos now as well.
Okay.
And then I have Ferrari and Haas as my constructors. You actually don't know who I'm nervous for? Nico. I'm not nervous for him specifically because he is so consistent. I'm nervous for that damn car.
Yeah, I'm nervous for this car too, but that was why I picked Nico, because I was like, he's Mr. Consistency. He gets points a lot. And so wait, you don't know the most 2 picked drivers for this year?
Lando and Oscar.
No. Carlos Sainz and Oliver Behrman. are the
Oh,
2 most roster drivers, both with 60% roster.
damn.
The next
Because
closest,
they're like cheap, but they're also good.
the next closest is Fernando Alonso with a 47%.
Oh my god.
That's wild to me. I might be redoing my team, but yes, that's my team right there. Feel like
That's
I'm
your
missing
team.
something.
Um,
All right. DTS.
yeah. Yeah, quickly. We can just do this quick. Because like you said, you've only watched one episode. I've finished. I will say it was not my. I won't give anything. I mean, you know what happened in
Yeah.
this season anyway. It's not my favorite season by far.
Right.
And I'm not saying this to be biased. The Monaco episode might be one of the best episodes from the entire series.
Oh, I'm fully expecting it to be the best episode.
I've seen people saying they're like, the race was boring. You didn't learn anything new. We didn't need to learn anything new.
No, you did not.
Like that, we didn't need to learn anything new about that race, about what what it meant to Charles. We've all known what winning Monaco meant to Charles. And I did like they start off and they're like, does Charles have a curse? Like, is he cursed? And that's what they
Right.
asked like a few of the drivers. But it's just, and it's so focused on him. They don't really talk about, I mean, they talk about Oscar because Oscar got pole first and then Charles gets pole.
Right.
And then obviously he's stuck behind him the entire time and the crash. But they don't talk about any other drivers except for Charles. And it's just, they show his family. They show a lot of like footage you've never seen with like him karting when he's younger, interviewing his dad. He talks about how he lied to his dad when he got the F1 contract right before his dad died. And like, it's just, you don't learn anything, but it's a good, it's a heartfelt or pulling the heartstrings sports story. And it just makes sense.
What I'm looking for out of that episode, and it sounds like I'm gonna get it, is I want the episode to convey the feelings of what it meant to Charles. And I want it to be that I'm getting chills off of this man winning Monaco.
Yeah.
I want to feel the weight of his scream yes when he crosses the finish line and they're saying, we got it, we did it. That's what I want. I don't care if you don't learn anything new. I don't care if you get talked about no other drivers. That's fine. I don't care. That nobody cared about anybody else during Monaco.
Yeah.
Even Checo and the Haas guys. At the beginning of the race, sure, people cared about it, but then Charles wins, nobody else cares.
Well, they do mention that because they talk about how important the start is in Monaco and how Oscar was right there. And like, if Oscar got a good start, he would have been in front of Charles.
Yeah.
So they talk about that, and then they talk about how they had to do it again because of the. But like, it 100%. You feel when he like in his talking head or whatever, when he's sitting in the room and they're asking him, you can just see it in his eyes, like his eyes glass over that how you can tell when he's talking how much it means to him. They play the radio like his yes at the end, and then I think it's Brian comes over in Italian's like, I'm so proud of you, and then it's just they talk to Fred and like how much it meant to how proud Fred was of watching him win. It is one of the best episodes from the show, I will say.
I think
like top to bottom.
Yeah, it definitely. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to that episode. I think I understand people's want to, get maybe a look behind the scenes of it or whatnot, but with an episode like that and with fans knowing how much Monaco means to Charles and winning at Monaco and the torment that he's gone through the previous years in Monaco, having an episode solely dedicated to just chronicling the win is perfect. Is great.
Well, and they show every year that he's had something wrong.
Right. So that
they show them all the moments, and then they show like how him and Fred working together at Alfa Romeo when he first came up into F1. Yeah, it is extremely well done. I will say there is 100% too much Christian Horner.
In that episode there is?
No, in the entire series, there's way too much Christian Horner. You watched the first episode. The whole beginning of the series is the scandal, and I feel like there's just also more with him when they do like the episode later on when it's like with Liam and Daniel and Yuki and stuff and Checo, but Yeah, we didn't need to see much of him. Danica Patrick being gone and being replaced by Jensen Button. Perfect choice.
Perfect.
I wish they talked to Jensen going back to Charles' episode because Jensen was the one that interviewed him when he got out of the car.
Oh,
and like
yeah.
Jensen even got choked up when he was asking him questions. So
Yeah.
I wish they did ask him then. And then it is missing Alex Jake's beautiful monologue when he's doing the last lap. But yeah, no, I mean, it's like I said, it's not my favorite. I've seen a lot of stuff beforehand. People were like, it paints Lando in like this awful picture. I disagree completely. I think it honestly shows us more about Lando and that he does second guess himself a lot.
Right.
Like mentally dry, like and he's flat out honest, like he's working on it. I will say I feel like it paints George Russell in a bad light.
Yeah, I'm excited. We had talked about this the other day, and I'm excited to see how it does that and everything. Not because I want George to be painted in a negative light, but just on how they communicate that. So
It's just like his like the comments that he shows like in his talking heads, like just his little like one-off things. Well, there was a lot of talk because they do show Trump in that second episode because that's where they cover Miami. And people were like, it made it seem like he was so excited to see him, and I was like, sorry, George, like your reputation will be ruined. It wasn't. I didn't take it as that. Did we need to see Trump in that? No, we did not. But like, it literally was like Alex goes, "Oh, there he is," and George is like, "Who?" And Alex goes, "Trump." He's right. Like they were just. I feel like taking in this spectacle of that he was actually showed up.
Right, like, oh crap, there, yeah.
Yeah, there he is. But yeah, no, I do like the episode later on when it does in Singapore. That's the one episode they don't show George in a bad light because they do cover like he was having a panic attack at the end of the episode after the race in Singapore. So it's, but yeah, okay season, had some highlights, but I also they obviously talked to Flavio Briatore, the guy at Alpine.
Yeah.
The scariest man alive.
He, even in the first episode, is like,
yeah.
Oh my god,
Scary.
dude, like, you're freaky.
Scary.
I keep seeing that clip of him and Jack, too.
Well, because Jack doing looks like he could shit himself when he's like talking to, when he's talking to him, but no. They introduce him in the Alpine episode. Well, it's like Alpine and Haas together. They introduce him, and he could not stand Esteban Ocon from the minute he got there.
Oh boy.
Yeah. He cannot stand Esteban Ocon.
Huh.
It was like awkward. Like I felt bad for Esteban with the way like
that's not good.
Yeah. But yeah. Haas, like you said this before, you were ready to see a good heartfelt episode for Haas, and you do get, like when it's the Haas and Alpine one, you do get that. So
good. Very good.
But yeah. Owen will finish at some point.
I'll finish it. We'll get there. I'll probably get to a point where I'll just watch it on my own. But
and then go back and finish with her. Not like you won't watch it again.
Yeah, we'll see.
This morning there was a girl on the treadmill at the gym, and I could see her she started the first episode. So I was like, because at first I like happened to look. She was on her phone, so like I couldn't see her screen fully, but I saw like the how it's like the black screen with the white title.
Yeah.
For a Drive to Survive, and I was like, I think that's Drive to Survive. And then like the first scene was Horner and his wife in that like weird Jeep thing. I was like, yeah, Drive to Survive.
Yeah, she's watching Drive to Survive. Good for her.
There it is. But yeah, so moving on to some predictions. The Flyers play the Lightning on Thursday.
Oh,
that's a good one.
That is a good one.
Do you want to do rookies first?
You
just want to go down the list.
Should we do a rookie of the year and then rookie podium first? Let's do driver and constructor's chance at the end.
Okay.
So rookie of the year. Rookie of the year. Do we count Liam Lawson in that class?
No, he won't get it.
Okay. So
technically, no, Ollie will, because Liam
had 3 races.
It's Liam. If Franco comes in, he also, like, if Jack is canned in the middle of the season and Franco comes in, he's also not considered a rookie because he did 6 races.
Right.
Ollie only ever did 3. Ollie was not allowed to do the rookie test in Bahrain.
Okay. So, all right. I'm gonna go with a.
I'm not going with the one that I feel like everyone's gonna say.
So all right, so me neither. So everybody's gonna go with Kimi because Kimi's been touted as this the second coming of Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go with Oliver Barron.
Okay.
Is who I'm gonna go with because he's driving for Haas. And he is still, like you said, he's still got the rookie card attached to him. So,
but
I feel like the expectations are going to be lower for him. And he has the experience, and even the scenarios around his experience was very intense. He got the call in the middle of the night that he needed to get to Singapore so that way he could drive for Ferrari.
Jeddah.
Jeddah. I'm sorry. He got the call to go to Jeddah to drive for Ferrari of all teams. So it's like
scored points.
Right. And he scored points. So it's like now you're in a Haas and you're in your first full F1 season, right? So I think I don't know, because now that I'm like talking about it, I'm like, oh shit. Well, maybe his experience and like the fact that he performed will like raise the expectations. So it's like kind of in the middle. I do think he's going to be consistent, though. I think if anything else, he's going to be consistent. If he is always right out of the points, he's going to be always right out of the points. I don't think it's going to be, I got 8th one day and now I'm in 19th the next. Like.
Well, and to go off of that, Haas isn't the Haas of 2 years ago.
No, they are not. You're right.
Like, they are good. They're the best of the rest, basically. So,
yeah.
Oh, we could add that. Who do we think is going to be the best of the rest? Right? What is it? The first, fourth, or so? Who's P5?
Who would be
team?
P? What?
You know how they do like where's the midfield start? Last year it was it the 5? Was it?
Oh yeah, it's fit. Yeah.
No, it'll be 6 technically. Because I think you went all the way down to Aston Martin last year and they were 5th, so it's 6.
Yeah.
My rookie of the year. Okay, it's even weirder than yours, I feel like. But I'm going with Gabriel Bortoleto.
I knew it. As soon as you said that, I was like, it's going with Bortoleto.
Just because
why?
Now, I don't think it has nothing to do with the team and the car because they do make me nervous, but maybe they'll pull out some surprises and be better than last year. He won F3 as a rookie. He won F2 as a rookie. Like, he's been able to go into these new series technically and be like, yeah, I can do this. And F2 and F3, I think they're like I think they're like the F1 Academy where all the cars are the same. So I feel like he might be able to drag that Sauber car, state car, into some points. But so I think if he doesn't get Rookie of the Year, he'll maybe close second. I just think we're gonna see some great performances from Gabriel Bortoleto. But I'm sticking with Bortoleto.
All right,
I don't know.
like it.
I'm excited to see him on track.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah. So that was my Rookie of the Year. First rookie on the podium. I'm also not going with the obvious.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
What are you going with?
I'm going with Oliver Behrman.
Oliver Behrman. Wow, you're thinking Haas podium too?
Okay, well, I'm just thinking like this weekend there's an 80% chance of rain for Sunday. I'm not saying it's happening this weekend, but like the kid also has experience in the Haas in the rain. When you get to that Brazil episode, they play his radios and you're like, shit, that kid thought he was gonna die on track. Like I don't know. I feel like this year might be crazier than last year with finishes. Like podium finishes,
I would love that.
Race finishes. So let me be a little Delulu. It worked for me Monaco last year.
All right, I like it.
And go with Ali as the first rookie on the podium.
All right. I am going to take the easiest answer
So
here.
you're going,
I'm going Kimi. It's just I'm keeping it simple. It's just the fact that he's in a Mercedes.
Yeah.
Like it's the fact that he's there, I think is huge for him. But he's a wild card. We've never seen him race. Well, we have seen him race, but never seen him race.
Not in F1. Yeah.
And I think the fact that he's in a Mercedes is going to be a huge help out to that. And if he is as good as people say he is, which I don't doubt them, it's just, again, you're in F1 for the first time. But if he is as good as people say he is, then that combined with a Mercedes should equal podium.
I mean, we saw the way he was whipping that car around in Monza last year during FP1, and he was setting purple sectors before he crashed.
Right.
At whatever, how many G's did he crash?
Yeah. So I'm gonna take the easy one there. I'm gonna go with Kimi.
Kimi, okay. Most improved. We'll do most improved team, most improved driver.
Okay.
I'll say how. I can go first if you need.
Go ahead.
So most improved team, I'm going to stick with Haas. I think we've only seen the beginning of them fully improving.
I like that pick. I like that pick a lot.
I think they might be. Well, this kind of goes with the best of the rest. I think they're P6, and by a margin from P6 to P7. I don't think it's as close of a battle like it was last year for P6. I think Haas is pretty consistent in that car. They're getting points, like the end of the top 10 for points pretty much every week, and I can see that happening.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna do Haas as my most improved team and best of the rest.
And best of the rest. Okay.
Yeah.
I have most improved team.
Mm-hmm.
Aston Martin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they need it.
And again, it's one reason why.
Oh well, it's only been his first full week, so
Adrian Newey. Yes, but they have Adrian Newey this year, which they didn't have last year.
Yeah, those first upgrades that are going to come for that car are going to be huge.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. I think the mid-season development for Aston Martin is finally going to hit some form of a stride.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be good. I have a feeling it's going to be good. Driver, I'm going to go. We might go for the same one here.
Oh.
Yuki Tsunoda.
Oh, no.
Oh, really? Okay. What were you thinking?
Mm-hmm. Alex Albon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you give Yuki first.
So I think Yuki, because I think with Yuki now being the veteran on the team, which is wild, if he correctly matures in that role within the team, I think his racing is going to mature and evolve as well, which I think will lead to better positions for him. I think if he can truly kind of settle into this, I'm showing Isaac how you do this, how you live this life, and how you race in F1. I think his performance is going to be better there because of it.
I like that. I like that. I would love to see, and honestly, if it's true with Ford coming in, if Yuki's going to be out of the Red Bull family, go out on a high, Yuki.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, this in their episode Drive to Survive, when it's like the four of them all fighting for basically Checo's seat, and they don't literally look at Yuki at all.
Yeah.
He's like, I mean, I have the performances. And Yuki's correct. He's beaten every teammate they've put him against, maybe except for Pierre, but he's beaten every single teammate he had at AlphaTauri or VCarb. I'm saying Alex Albon, and I think I'm not trying to take a shot at Carlos, but I think Carlos is going to help Alex. I think it's going to push Alex in a good direction. I even said this last year, and other people did. Whenever there's a teammate that's kind of up there with Alex, that's when we tend to see him crash. Like when Franco first started doing well last year, Alex was having those mistakes. But not when it was Logan or not when it was Latifi. But I just think, I do think Carlos and Alex are going to work very, very well together, and I do think.
So you're saying Carlos being what I'm picturing in my head above Alex in terms of driver skill. You think then Alex is going to step up to that skill.
Yes, I do think so. I think Alex is going to go not back to his potential, but Alex came into F1 with such big potential. I mean, he was on Red Bull. He replaced Pierre. He was very good when he was younger, and he obviously hasn't had the same career as everyone else, but I think Carlos is technically joining Williams as the veteran. Yes, Alex has been at Williams for longer, but Carlos has a little bit more experience, and I just think that's going to help.
A race winner and a Ferrari ex-Ferrari driver and everything, so yeah,
I think it's going to help Alex, and Alex will end up being the most improved driver, and we'll see a different Alex Albon. I also, just after watching the Singapore episode and with Alex Albon, I need him to have a good year. So that's what I also want to say.
Yeah, that's fair.
when you get to that episode, you'll get it. Okay, who's your best of the rest? P6.
My best of the rest. There's part of me that wants to pick Aston Martin just because of them being the most improved team.
So you think someone would be P5 over them because they were P5 last year?
They were a P5 last year. That's right. Well, I could see, honestly, who was it last year? It was McLaren, Ferrari, Red Bull, Mercedes, Aston, right?
Yeah. And then Alpine because of Brazil.
Yeah, I can't really see anybody being better than them. Beating that order. Best of the rest for the teams. I mean, Alpine is with Jack and Pierre.
I should have said Jack is most improved because I want Jack to prove everyone damn wrong.
That'd be great if Jack could do that.
I want him to prove everyone wrong.
God, no, I don't know. I can't think. You know what? I'll go with Alpine.
Okay.
Because I think they had a good momentum coming from last year.
Yes.
Obviously, you got rid of the kind of mismatched driver pairing between Esteban and Pierre, which I think will help improve the overall environment of the team, which inevitably, it's not a leading thing, but inevitably will probably produce better racing results because everybody in the team is just happier. And you have Jack Doohan coming in, which, again, rookie, but a good rookie. You know, like, he's raced before. He's done this before. So it's like, sure, come on in. Yeah, I'll go with Alpine. I'm not, like, 100% confident in that pick, but I can't really – nobody else is jumping out at me. So that's what I'll go.
I like it. Okay. What do you want to do first? Constructors or drivers?
I'll do constructors first.
Okay.
Just because I've said it.
Who we're gonna say?
I've said it before. I'm making the call this year that Ferrari is going to be World Constructors Championship. Yeah, I've said that before on the show. I'm sticking with. I got to stick with it. I think it's going to happen. I think the reasons are obvious.
I am agreeing with you, and I'm trying to not be biased at all when talking about it. I know some people would be like, that's a lie. I just think they had such good momentum last year at the end with Carlos and Charles, and I think it's only going to be better. I do want to believe what Helmut Marko said. We did not see the true potential of the McLaren and Ferrari.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be close. I think it's down to the last race of the season again.
It's going to be a tight battle.
Yeah, I think that's going to be just as close, if not maybe closer. Like, if it's like 4 and 4, it's like the top two, like interchange at the end of Abu Dhabi. Yeah, I think it's going to be much more stressful. But yeah, I think I'm going to stick with Ferrari as my constructors. Drivers.
World Drivers Champ. Now, I kind of have two here, but I'll explain it. Max Verstappen is going to be my pick. If I'm picking anyone other than Max Verstappen,
like if you couldn't pick Max,
if I'm not allowed to pick Max, Lewis Hamilton.
Oh my God, number 8.
Yeah, I think I don't know what it is about him at Ferrari, and not everybody's going to get this. You are though, Case. I get the same feeling watching him in a Ferrari and the excitement around Ferrari that I got watching the Eagles this year. No. It was just one of those. It's just like the Eagles this year. It was just one of those teams that you just knew. Like you were just like, ooh, like everybody loves each other. Everybody's
gelling.
Right. Everybody's just super best friends. Everybody's just like, we're so excited to be here. We're so excited to compete. We have this competitive drive and we have all this momentum. And it's just when I think, and it's like every once in a while that comes around. Because it was like the last time we got it, it was like the Phillies a couple years ago. Now it was the Eagles this past year. It was just like, you knew. Like going into the Super Bowl this year, I was like, the Eagles are winning the Super Bowl. You know, when we lost it 2 years ago, going into it, I was like, I don't think we're winning this game. I was like, I don't think we're winning this game. I'm getting the Eagles are winning the Super Bowl feeling for Ferrari this year.
And that kind of goes for your constructors as well.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Lewis. And it's like, but we've talked about this before too, and I still stand by this. It's going to be tight. Yeah. It's going to be very tight. I think it's going to be Max, Lando, Lewis, and Charles are going to be the tight battle with like a George and Oscar like close behind type thing. But I think it's going to be those tight knit 4 group of drivers for the World Drivers' Championship.
Interesting. That's good. That's good. Now I don't like who I wanted to say.
That's what were you going to say, Lando?
No. I was going to say Oscar.
Oh, that'd be good though. That'd be really good. Could you imagine?
I think I've said this before. I just think he's also had a taste of it last year.
Yep, he definitely has. And
also after watching Drive Stuff, I know they make stuff dramatized, but it wasn't even dramatized. It was like when they were interviewing him, they're like, "Do you like playing number 2 to Lando?" And he was like, "No."
Yeah.
I just think there's a fire lit under him. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe not a little bit more, but I do agree with you. It's going to be very, very close with a few drivers.
Yeah.
I don't think George is in the conversation at all. I think it's both Ferrari, both McLarens, and Red Bull.
Okay. All right.
And like how last year when they kept posting those things, everyone knew the driver was out of contention, but it was like giving Hunger Games, like, it's out of contention. I think this year those graphics will matter a little bit more as we get down to the end of the season. But yeah, I don't know. Oscar just, I don't know.
The season is shaping up. If the season plays out exactly how it's kind of shaping up to be, it's like everybody's super excited. There's a lot of competition. There's a lot of storylines that could happen. Lewis, Ferrari, Charles, Ferrari, like Max, Lando, Oscar, all this stuff. The last 7 races, the last 5 races are going to be.
Remember when we got last year? Like, why should we like not miss the last few races?
Yeah.
Like, it's a tight. I think it's gonna be just like last.
It's gonna be just like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I am beyond excited for this, and I know we're only gonna get like a taste of it in Australia because, like we said, like this nail biting, like edge of the seat racing really kind of starts happening in those last like 5 races because it's like, oh my god, like, especially if it is like that tight of a race.
Yeah,
I just can't wait. Cannot wait.
Well, and especially if Australia, if it does really rain with the way the weather looks, like at qualifying, we'll probably see the true potential of all the cars because it's gonna be good weather. It's gonna be insanely hot, I think. But yeah, no, I think that was good though. I'm gonna skip. I'm gonna go to the F1 thread just because it has to do with the 2025 predictions as well.
Okay.
And then we can finish out with our Australia predictions. So these are from Instagram. I just did one of those question things. So someone said Oscar wins more than Lando.
I can totally see that happening.
Yeah. Brenna that we met at St. Pete said Williams finishes P6.
Oh,
so she's saying Williams is best of the rest.
Oh, okay.
This one I do agree with. Red Bull won't get a win in the first 3 races.
Oh yeah, I
especially with those comments from Max last week where he was like, we're not winning in Australia. I don't think I 100% agree. Linus says Haas best of the rest.
Very good. I like it.
Someone else said Ferrari wins the Constructors' Championship. We agree.
And
Ollie Bierman podium. And then Jesse said Alex win, please, please, please. I would love to see an Alex win.
That the internet would be on fire.
Yeah.
If Alex won.
And then Kyle said Sir Lewis wins multiple races, which I do see that happening.
I 100% see that happening. Yeah.
Yeah, I see that happening. That was just Instagram. On Threads, this one is by Pitlane Pros is the name of the account.
Right.
I think
Hello.
Bierman has the chance to be Rookie of the Year and Antonelli, but after last year, I don't dare to predict much. Said I get it.
That's totally fair. Yes, all of our predictions got fucking blown out of the water last year. So yeah, absolutely.
Then they followed up, and I was like, "Ooh, I like that." And he said, "You know what? I will be bold. Lando or Charles will be World Driver Champion this year. McLaren defends the title."
Okay, I like it.
And then this is Chris saying, I think that Ferrari is going to shock a lot of people in a good way. And also that Kimi is going to win more races than George this year. I also agree with that.
More races than George?
Well, yeah, I think Kimi
wins one and George wins none.
Wins none.
Yeah,
I do think we could see Kimi outperforming George.
Yeah, that'd be...
I also feel like George and Toto are close, yes, but I just feel like Toto and Kimi, because Kimi has been under Toto's wing for so long.
Yeah, and I really do think that Toto sees Kimi as his second Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, well, he flat out said he didn't want to miss out on another Max Verstappen.
Yeah.
And that's why they fought for like the license to change or whatever, so Kimi could come up. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, those were our F1.
Those are good. Those are great predictions. I mean, like we said, it is 2024. We tried to, we went into the year thinking Max 24 out of 24 races, he's going to win every single one. And then we got what we got in 2024, which was amazing and awesome to see. So definitely excited for this year.
Yeah. Yes. It's going to be a good one. Moving on to Australia. Race predictions.
I feel like I know how we're both going to go in this.
So I think we're going to do the same. Especially if you want to think. I think whoever wins is going to be the same for us.
You think?
Yeah. Maybe not.
Okay, I'll spit mine off. I'm going straight bias here. I'm doing 1, 2, 3.
Thank God we don't have to do the 1, 2, 3, 4 because we thought Max was going to
honestly, yeah. I'm going Lando or Oscar Lewis.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm doing. Different.
I'm going bias. I told you. It's first race of the season. Give me a McLaren win.
I'm doing Oscar Lewis Charles.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I'm saying Lewis up high like that because if it does rain, he does like driving in the rain.
He does enjoy that, yeah.
And I would just love to see the season open up with the hometown kid winning the race. So.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
His family has been hilarious over social media. His mom and sisters have been so funny.
With just his face plastered all over
everywhere. His face is plastered all over the place. Apparently, he's the voiceover on the metro or the subway for all the different everywhere. So his sister that's on TikTok, Hattie, she's like,
TikTok.
Can't even TikTok. She's like, can't even get away from him for 2 seconds because I hear his damn voice. They're everywhere. They went and saw the big mural, but yeah, that's who. I'm going Oscar. Owen's going Lando. Either way, it's a McLaren win. So
it's a McLaren win, which I'll take. I'll fucking take that any day of the week. I just some overall thoughts just for this weekend. I am so excited that we're back. I am so excited for all the things that come this year, both race-wise and podcast-wise. And us-wise and everything. And I am beyond excited, especially, like we said, after last season. Because, I mean, if last season went the way that we thought it was going to with Max.
Doesn't mean it's boring.
We'd be going into this season just being like, yep, Max all over again. It's gonna be number, whatever. That's it. And I just coming off the momentum that we had last season, coming off of the moves that happened last season to set up this season, it is insane. And I can't wait.
I think last season prepared us a little bit for how chaotic this season's going to be.
Yeah. Can you imagine if last season looks like tame in comparison to this season?
I know. And last season we had crazy, silly season wrapped up in it as well. Yeah, no, I don't think. Yeah, it's gonna be just as wild as last season, but I'm excited. I'm excited. We got races to talk about from now until December. So.
Oh yeah, and plenty of motorsports to talk about too.
Plenty of motorsports.
It is exciting. It is very very exciting. But I think that is
anything else.
That is all.
I can close this out.
Yeah, close us out.
Thank you for joining us for episode 99. Next week will be our 100th episode. We've officially been at this for
crazy too.
Yeah, we've been at this for 2 years. This is our 3rd season covering this. This is wild. We missed our 2nd birthday, but we were in St. Pete technically when.
That's right.
So it was the perfect way to celebrate it. But yes, next week we will be back with Australia recap. Let's hope it's a good one. I have a feeling it's going to be a good one with the way the weather's looking, how the weather's going to be. And then we will also give predictions for China and Laguna for IndyCar because we're going to start adding IndyCar in more and more.
So that was partly I wanted to bring that up too. We're going to start trying to cover more IndyCar. If you guys like that, please let us know. We'll talk about this again next week and everything when there is IndyCar to talk about. But yes, we're going to start covering some more IndyCar too. So
which will be fun. There was testing today at the Barber Motorsports, which is the track with the different like weird ass like the Spider Georgina. And Callum Illott posted a picture of Georgina's sister hanging from the rafters. So they're alive and well. The Georgina family's alive and well.
They're doing good.
They're doing good. But yes, thank you so much for joining us. Like I said, we'll be back next week. We're going to bookmark this episode so when we get to the end of the year, we can look back on these predictions and see how wrong we were because we're probably going to be wrong.
I hope to God we're wrong. I really do.
Well, not for who we want to win. I think for who we want to win, we hope we're kind of right. Please go give us a follow on our social media. They have been scrolling at the bottom the entire time over on Instagram at Threads at Underground Circuit _ Twitter X UG Circuit Pod, TikTok Underground _ Circuit. Please go like, comment, subscribe wherever you listen to your podcast. Thank you so much, and we will see you all next week. Happy race week.
See you later, people. Happy race week.